Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news coverage for Tuesday, July 17th, 2018. It is Tuesday. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well, and I have one hell of a show for you today. Be sure to stick around until the end, but if you want to skip there, timestamps along with their reference links are all in the description below. We begin today with a story that is very much in progress. Ubisoft is currently under a DDoS attack. DDoS, or DDoS, stands for Direct Denial of Service, and has been causing players to drop out of their games for the last couple of days. Specifically, this has been going on since Thursday, July 12th, and they were just tweeting about it about 30 minutes before the writing of this episode. After going through a bunch of Twitter replies, it seems to be a universal problem facing all three platforms, but I did see more people were having problems on PlayStation. And to a further extent, this is affecting all of their online multiplayer games: Rainbow Six Siege, Ghost Recon Wildlands, For Honor, and Steep. People still play Steep? There is no mention of who may be causing this or why they're doing it, but it's suspected that the recent addition of the overbearing language filter to Rainbow Six Siege might be to blame. Some people are asking other gamers who Cartman's superhero character is from South Park. They say the coon, and they end up getting banned. And then other things like Spanish-speaking gamers getting banned for the word negro, which is the color black. A perfectly fine word in context. The problem is these jokers know the auto-ban system doesn't give a fuck about context. So if you see somebody trying to do this and bait somebody into getting auto-banned, please be sure to report them for toxicity, and they will be punished. Wrapping up today's main story, Ubisoft is currently working on mitigating the DDoS attacks, and hopefully they'll take a look at the word filter soon. Release announcements begin with South Park: The Fractured But Whole getting a new DLC called Bring the Crunch on July 31st. And a Nintendo Switch version will be here by the end of September, but only on the eShop. Next up, we have a trailer for the update coming to No Man's Sky, which will finally introduce a true multiplayer. The option of playing in first or third person will also be included, along with new and improved generation for all of the game's procedural parts. And there are a lot of them. The update is out next week on July 24th for PC and PS4, the same day No Man's Sky releases for Xbox One. For those of you who said no to the game because of a lack of multiplayer, this may be a time to give the game a try. What are you doing on August 11th and 12th? If you said catching Eevee, you are a Pokemon trainer. The next Community Day event for Pokemon Go is being held that weekend, and the Master of Evolution Eevee will be more plentiful on those 2 days. Be sure to catch as many as you can to get all of the Eeveelutions, and during this time there will be a greater chance of catching a shiny Eevee. Then we have a delay of Fear the Wolves from tomorrow, July 18th, until sometime later in the summer. To make up for it, the closed beta will now conclude when the game releases. Here's a quick one. It seems the Nintendo Switch game Octopath Traveler by Square Enix is in high demand and is sold out in retail locations practically everywhere. Square says that they are shipping out more, but some people are on a 1 to 2 month waiting list. This is really unfortunate news for me too, because I really want that game. Next up is an update to Shadow of War, and the reason why we didn't cover this in other update news is because this is the update that completely removes the in-game store. Microtransactions were removed a few months ago, and now this means, and I know this is an old concept, but you buy the game once, and it doesn't pester you to spend more money. How revolutionary! Once you complete the epilogue, you are rewarded with some decent armor, and those who have already completed it get the armor just by logging in. Hopefully this is a sign of more good things to come, and it's from Warner Brothers of all publishers. Fucking Warner Brothers! Here's a nice one. Blizzard has made it even easier to get started playing World of Warcraft. They have removed the initial buy-in requirement to start playing, meaning the cost to start is $15 US and grants you 30 days of play. Previously, you would have to buy the $20 battle chest, which included the base game and 30 days of play, so essentially new players are saving $5. It's not very much money, but it does cut down on confusion about whether or not the initial $20 purchase contained game time. Finally today, I really like PUBG, but my patience with PUBG Corp is running extremely thin. This game is looking more and more like a cash grab each day. Custom games are coming to PUBG, and while that sounds like a great thing that will add longevity to the game, allow me to spoil it with PUBG Corp's latest blunder. During the testing phase of developing this, the mode will be free for everyone to create games, but PUBG Corp is considering monetizing it in the future. Remember how we just talked about Blizzard lowering the price for their services? Well, Blizzard has been able to offer the ability to create and host custom games for 2 decades now for free. In fact, we wouldn't have the entire MOBA genre if it weren't for these custom game modes, and they were provided at no extra cost. Blizzard has continued to do this from Warcraft 3 all the way up to and including StarCraft 2. I understand that maintaining a server, especially one that hosts 100 people in each instance, isn't cheap, but maybe they should look at other forms of generating revenue, like raising the base price of the game. It's always been Brendan Green's choice to keep the game at $30 US. Personally, I feel the game would have been fine with a $60 price tag as long as it didn't include any of the microtransactions that it does, but I also realize that's living in a fantasy land. They stand to make way more money if they charge $30 and then use that as an excuse to nickel and dime you at every single chance they can get. I am still going to keep playing PUBG, and I am still going to keep not spending any more money on it. Look, more things to spend money on. It's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Dead by Death. For PS4, The Moose Man. For Xbox One, The Long Reach and The Moose Man. For Nintendo Switch, The Moose Man, Vertical Strike Endless Challenge, and Animal Rivals Nintendo Switch Edition. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And happy birthday, Mom. I love you, and I miss you very much. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hit the like button if you liked it, hit the dislike button if you didn't, but either way, it helps me out. Click up here to watch the bonus episode for today's show. Click down here to watch yesterday's episode, which was about vague release dates being banned in Germany. Both of those links are in the description below, and click over here to subscribe to my wonderful, wonderful channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.